Hey everybody, Flip and Danny here, founders of the Freedom Real Estate Group family of companies. And welcome to another episode of our podcast, which is called
Freedom Through Passive Income.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
This episode is entitled Best Books That Helped Us on Our Road to Success. You added more words there.
I did. Thank you for double checking the title.
Yeah, so best books that helped us on our road to success.
Vroom, vroom.
Vroom, vroom.
I'm going to start, right?
Go ahead. Hit it.
Okay. First book for me. So we each chose two.
Mm-hmm.
First book for me was Who Not How. You guys, if you know me and you're following me on social media, you already know this. Yes. I love this book so much, and it really changed the game for us.
Right away.
Yes. It turned into, instead of hiring good people, it was hiring the best person for the gig that allowed us to go, step back. They've got this way better than we ever could. Done. And once we started doing that, they became, the heads of, each company essentially. And they've kind of just, it's ultimately why we were able to hire a CEO.
Yes.
Because that happened. So that book is incredibly impactful and meaningful to us. It will forever be at the top of my list.
Yes.
Your turn.
Awesome. Now, hey, if you're watching on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, whatever it is, right now is your chance to smash the love button and the like button. Again, this is all for the algorithms of the videos. So just click them real quick right now. Just let us know that this is actually beneficial and
we're bringing you some kind of value.
Yes.
Or at least you're laughing at us. Who cares which?
Exactly. So again, Hulk smash that little button. Anyway, so moving on. And it's funny that we did Hulk smash right before I do this one. So we as a team actually read this one. It's Extreme Ownership by Jocko Willink and Leif Babin. I think that's how he pronounces it. Leif,
no clue.
Leif Babin.
Maybe I think it's Leif.
Yeah. So anyway. But as the entire office actually read this one, and the funny story is Tiffany and I were having a discussion, and I said, no, it's my fault. And she says, no, it's my fault. And I said, no, it's my fault. So, again, we took it to the next level. And look, even Jocko's back there. He's looking over our shoulder.
Yes, he is.
But again, make sure that if you've not heard of Jocko, go out there and Google him. YouTube search him, you will find more than you ever knew of. But type in, do a YouTube search, Jocko Good.
I have a shirt. It says good. Oh, I should have had it for today's video.
But anyway, incredible book.
Yes.
But make sure you watch that YouTube video.
Okay, mine, my other video book is not here with us. It's at home because I'm still reading it, highlighting it, making notes. Whenever I always tend to get books on Audible because I like to hear people do it, read to me, and I like to be able to listen and learn while I'm driving. But
what speed do you listen Audible?
Oh, it just depends on who's reading it. So many times 1.5 to 2.
I figured
but whenever I find something that I really, really, really love, like Who Not How, I go and buy the physical copy. Many times I buy multiple physical copies to give as gifts in our mastermind groups or just to people I know. The book that I'm talking about right now that is left at home is The Gap in the Gain.
Yes, right there.
The Gap and the Gain. I was like, I'm going to say The Gain and the Gap, but it's The Gap and the Gap. That's why I paused for a second. But same authors, Dan Kennedy and Dr. Benjamin Hardy, that wrote Who Not How, also wrote The Gap and the Gain. And it's phenomenal. And it really taught me, we recently recorded the podcast about 5 regrets before dying. And it talked about happiness. And the Gap in the Game really taught me what I was doing wrong. I was always judging myself on the ideal, the finish line. Like, if I want to be at this finish line, then that's where I'm judging myself. And I'm frustrated. I'm not there. I'm not getting there fast enough. I don't have enough momentum. Whatever it is, I'm criticizing myself about everything. Where the journey really should be judged on the gain. So if your start line's here and your finish line is here, it's this circle. How much progress have you made towards that finish line? Especially for somebody like me who continually moves the finish line anyway. Because as soon as I get close, I'm like, oh, we can do more. And then I extend it. So it really kind of made me happier. And you're just generally a happy person.
I am.
And I am too, but I'm so passionate about business that I get frustrated at my, what I think is I'm not getting there fast enough or farther enough or whatever it is. Anyways, it's made me happy. And it's allowed me to work with others better. I'm done. Thank you.
Yeah, we were joking just yesterday watching football, going, whenever we figure something out, right when we get to the end line, all of a sudden you just move it another 100 yards. All right, so my second book is 2 books. And so I don't mean to be cliche about this because this is like the book that everyone tells you to read when you're in business or entrepreneur. Read The Think and Grow Rich. And of course we did.
Yes.
Gosh.
Many times.
10 plus years ago, before we even had an Audible account. But this one was, it was so impactful to me because there's a story inside here called 3 Feet from Gold. And that story was what really just, boy, that just, I mean, there's things that hit me upside the head, but this one just knocked me out. And it's something that I think about all the time. Yeah. Well, that brought on this, which is actually 3 Feet from Gold. And this one's on Audible as well. This is a great book on Audible because he does like the voices. And
yes, I know.
I like when they really get into it.
Yeah.
But again, another great book. And I won't go into the story. If you've not heard the story, 3 Feet from Gold, Google it, YouTube it, whatever. This is a very impactful story.
Yes.
And it's been so many times where I just look at Danny and go, are we 3 feet from gold? Seriously? So,
and very recently, we announced on Facebook that we're getting tattoos. We still have yet to do it because he wants to design them first. Once he design them,
they're designed right there. That's not where I'm putting it. I'm just letting you know she won't let me do it on my forehead.
Don't judge us if you don't like tattoos, but we just want something that kind of is a memorable event to mark the occasion in which we hired the CEO and got into the multifamily and just really felt like
and to describe our real estate experience is honestly 3 feet from gold.
Yeah. It's super exciting. So that's our top 4 books.
Yeah.
Well, kind of sort of 5, but.
Well, we like to keep these short and sweet. We didn't really on this one, even though we tried. But anyway, make sure you check out our Facebook group. Again, facebook.com/group/
Freedom Through Passive Income.
And then we also have a group on LinkedIn. Again, not a cool URL, so just go to the search bar, type in
Freedom Through Passive Income.
There you go. We're also on TikTok, Instagram.
All the media, social media.
Yes, YouTube. Go to our YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe on our YouTube channel. But again, get out there. Make sure you Hulk smash the heart button and the like button.
And give us reviews if you're on podcasts. 5-star reviews would be fantastic. It helps us, spread the word.
Absolutely. But again, we always like to end our episodes with
invest smart.
Live happy. Bye, everybody. Go.
Done.
That's what it sounds like. That tax doesn't sound like that.
Okay.
All right. Ready?
Yes.
All right. Hey, everybody. Flip and Danny here. Co-founders and founders and owners and all of the above of the Freedom Real Estate Group family of companies. Thank you very much.
Take 2.
Beep.
Nothing in the show should be considered specific, personal, or professional advice. Please consult an appropriate tax, legal, real estate, financial, or business professional for individualized advice. Opinions and information on the show are not guaranteed. All investment strategies have the potential for profit or loss.